Groovy motherfucker. Hey,
Well, Mike,
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
it is. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I'm trying to find my fucking copy of Hostel. I got a double feature somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I put it. But
It's
what's
probably,
up, my brother?
It's probably
It's Sunday the
probably
15th.
categorized under dick pulling movies because
Yep,
he
that's where
pulls
it
the
would
guy's
be.
dick off.
I mean, that would make sense.
What's going
But
on?
yeah, man. Not much, brother. Not much. How you doing?
Oh,
It's
it's
Sunday
going
the
okay.
15th. It's Sunday the 15th.
Yes, it is Sunday the 15th.
Yeah, did you do anything good for Friday the 13th? I just watched
I
Friday the 13th.
I streamed Friday the 13th movies all day on the
Yeah,
Discord
I was
channel.
in there. I was in there watching some. Good times.
Yeah, I had no intention on staying there, but I got sucked into it.
I actually got Friday the 13th socks on actually.
Cool.
I love these socks, bro. And they
Yeah,
got
whenever those movies are on,
F13.
I get sucked into watching them.
Oh, bro, I love all of them honestly too. I'm a diehard F13 fan. Actually, those Friday the 13th shirts are available on Gutter Garbs until midnight. I really want to get the remake one. I don't really have the money, so I really want that
there's
remake
like 2 or
one,
3
though.
different ones. They put out a lot of them.
Well, right now, on Gutter Garbs, it's just fucking. Well, yeah, there are a few of them on Gutter Garbs too, because then they'll do like the classic, like poster, and then they'll do like new artwork. But yeah,
people got pissed off like me. I wish they just had released them all at once. Obviously, you want people to buy more, but you buy them and then.
One.
Yeah, that's the remake. That's cool.
That's the remake. Yeah,
it's a nice one.
And then they did like the classic. Then they're always doing these classic ones, which I really like that as well.
That's just the poster, yeah.
Yeah, and then they did this one, which that one's cool too.
That's what I think I like that the least.
I was gonna say me too, because I don't care about Pamela Voorhees.
I don't care about Pamela Voorhees.
I just don't give a fuck about her. This one's dope though. I do have a shirt kind of like that though. I love the original poster. I always love the original.
So how far up are they on the shirts? What's the last one they did? Was it Jason Lives?
No, remember they did Jason Lives, which me and you both got, and then they did part 2, which I ended up getting that one, you didn't, and then
but
they
they
did part 3,
but
which I also wanted,
they
but I
haven't
didn't get
done
that.
they haven't done 7, 8 yet, right? They
Um,
haven't done new whatever in
I don't
Manhattan.
think they've done a Jason Goes to Hell. No, you got the Jason Goes to Manhattan. You got one. But I don't know if that was a yeah, you got the Jason Goes to
Oh,
Manhattan
did I? Oh,
that I
that's right,
really
I did.
wanted.
Yeah, that's right, that's
I
right.
really wanted that one.
But they didn't
Cancel
do
Perry. Yeah, hashtag cancel Perry.
can't cancel
But
them fast enough.
so let me see. They did now they've done part 1, they've done the remake, they did part 2, they did part 3, but they did them all out of order. Like,
Right.
oh, they did them in a way fucked up order. Like, I think part 8 was one of the first ones. They could have done Jason Goes to Hell, but I never saw it. I've never seen a Jason X one either. That was Cavity Colors who did
They
that
haven't
Jason
done
X.
Jason X yet.
I don't think they did unless
No,
we
yes, they
missed
did.
it.
No, they just came out with that. Jason X, I think they
Gutter?
just
No, no,
came
no.
out.
That's Cavity Colors,
Oh,
not
really?
Gutter. We're talking about Gutter because those are the ones me and you got the
Oh,
Gutter
okay,
ones.
so
But
maybe they have
that's Cavity.
oh, so
So they
maybe the
did part
license
one,
is
part
screwed up.
two, part three. Then you got we got part four. I don't think they did a part five actually. I don't think
Blue
they did a
Blood.
part five because they did Jason Lives. And then that's part six. I don't know if they've done a part. No, they did do a part seven, and I really wanted that one too. Part seven was really fucking
What
sweet.
it was number
And then
5
they
the
did
one where it
part
was the
eight.
handyman?
Roy,
Roy, okay.
yeah, they might have done that
Old
one. I
Roy.
don't know. So maybe just Jason, part five. Jason Goes to Hell, and
Yeah, they're
Jason X.
slowly
So unless they did them before and we just
and of course, they
missed
have
them.
not done a, Freddy and Jason one yet.
Nope, they have not done a Freddy and Jason one. They have been doing some Freddy ones though, because they recently did Dream Warriors. Then they did part four, which I ended up getting a part four shirt because I have like no nightmare shirts. And then I had ordered a Creep Show 2 shirt and they fucked me. They never sent it. And I was like, are you guys ever gonna send that? And they were like, oh, we ran out of stock. We thought somebody should have told you. They were like, we'll give you an extra shirt on the house. So I was like, all right, cool. And I waited because they had nothing I wanted. So I ended up fucking getting,
Hey,
I
Kevin.
waited. Then they did the Gutter. Then they had one of those weekend releases and it was part one, Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to get it. I was like, let me get that. And then I got like a Killer Clown shirt. It was like it was the classic poster. Um, which actually I think it's this. Yeah, it's like this of a shirt. They did
Mhm.
Gutter Garbs. Um, And funny thing, after I did that, literally a week later, after they told me that they were out, Creepshow 2 comes back. They do a reprint. I was like, motherfucker. I
Yeah,
was hoping they
they've been
might fuck
reprinting
up
a
and
lot of
send
them
me
lately.
that Creepshow 2 one I really want. Um, but yeah, dude, I
What
think
about Hostel?
Gutter's
Do you
my
have any
favorite.
Hostel T-shirts?
I do not. I was actually gonna wear my Thanksgiving shirt, but
Yeah,
we ended up bullshitting. I completely forgot because I haven't got to wear that Thanksgiving shirt that you sent me.
right,
Um, that's the only. I wish I had a hostel shirt. That'd be pretty cool. I love like that whatever that like claw or whatever
right.
that classic poster. What the fuck is that? I don't know what. You know what I'm talking about?
It's
Like that
like a
little claw.
Sith. Yeah.
Yes. Um, but yeah. So Hostel 1 and 2, we'll probably give, like, each one 30 minutes, maybe a little less since we've been talking for 10 minutes, maybe 25 each. Um, I remember, um, this one coming out or Hostel 1 coming out, and this kinda being the first thing I ever heard about because I think this was, like no, 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 I'm sorry, because Cabin Fever I remember Cabin Fever coming out and that being, like, a big thing. And, like,
Yeah,
even,
because
like,
this was
my mom ran that was
2005.
a big yeah, and that was a big thing at the video store. Um,
I think Cabin
Cabin
Fever was
Fever,
what, 2003?
2002,
2, okay.
and then, Hostel was what, 2005,
5.
yeah. And, I remember because my mom and dad, like, they would rent a lot of these big ones. Like, I remember them renting House of a Thousand Corpses, that being, like, a big one, and they didn't like that. And I remember Cabin Fever, they absolutely hated it, but I loved it, man. And then I remember a couple years later you see, I hear that the guy who did Cabin Fever is doing a new movie that's getting presented by Quentin Tarantino, and I was a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. I loved Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs when growing up. Pulp Fiction, especially, that was one of my favorites. So I was so hyped for this, and I remember I was telling you when we because you and Two Gun did a double feature on these last night on Discord, and I remember like I loved the American Pie movies and all those like goofy sex type movies where they're showing hella tits. You know, I was like a young kid, so anything with nudity, I was loving. And they had Euro Trip and like Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, all these movies that made like Europe seem awesome. Weed's legal,
Right.
like prostitution's legal, like you know, it's just fair game. And you're like, this is the place like college kids wants to go. And then that Euro Trip came out I was like, "Oh my god, I
Yeah, I
wanna go
think
there. I wanna go to Amsterdam." Hostel comes out, I'm like, "I ain't never going to fucking Europe. I'm never going to Amsterdam.
it's like
Fuck
it's
all
like
that."
it's like the Jaws of road trip movies, you know?
Literally,
You
dude,
don't wanna go.
literally.
But the
So, I
first
mean,
one
this
definitely leaned into the more of that sex and stuff than the second one. The
oh,
first one
for
had a
sure.
lot more
Yeah, well,
boobies and stuff in it.
the second one leans more into, like, girls going on trips and
The
being
mythos.
kinda, like
We'll get
being
into it, but
more, like, scared of, like, guys always constantly trying to hit on them, being in like these strange environments of, you know, just guys always trying
mm,
to get laid. It's almost it's the opposite of like what the first one is,
yeah.
where the guys are just
Well,
going to get laid
and
and
it's no
hit on
secret
these
that I
chicks.
did not these were not my bag, these movies. I did
Originally you
originally
said,
think they were torture porn, but I've reconsidered that's not true.
yeah. Originally you said you weren't a fan of these, but I think I've
No.
turned you into a little bit more of a fan now. Um,
Yeah, I
but
would
yeah,
say well, we'll get into it. I like the first one a lot
No,
more than I did the
like I
second.
said, man, when these were coming out, dude, I was a huge fan. I mean, I was a huge fan of Saw, so I knew this was kind of going to be right up in that alley where they were going hard. And these were the type of movies that nothing real. I was already so numb as a kid because I grew up watching everything, man. And then these were like the only thing that like I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like watching these with a buddy late at night and these were the ones like Hostel and Saw that I was like that like kind of freaked me out at somewhat, man. And
Well, yeah, because
I absolutely had a blast with these growing up.
both Saw and Hostel, I mean, it's so different from a lot of these horror movies where we watch
Well,
because
yeah, they're
these movies could happen.
yeah,
These movies were a
and
little bit more realistic.
they
They
were
were
the
based
first
more
of
in the
it.
real
They were
world.
like the first of its kind too, man. They were really trying to like do something different, you know, like they were trying to start a new like
Well, I don't
you
know
know
about
like
that. I
a
mean,
new type of side genre. Oh
we
man,
discussed last night, like the Hostel one gives me American Werewolf vibes when they go into the thing. This just took it more
that's just one
extreme.
scene. That's
Right,
just one scene.
but there's
Them
always
going into that
there's a lot of
pub.
movies
Them
where there's a lot of movies
just
where
that pub.
Americans go overseas and they go into weird
They
towns.
don't get
But this
tortured, and then they
this is
have,
a lot
like,
yeah,
fucking
this is a lot more extreme. A lot more extreme.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean, like, extreme horror was, like this was a new thing. They definitely had extreme horror back in the '80s, like Cannibal
I mean,
Holocaust, and
that's why I think like Tarantino and Eli Roth
this
are.
was
They're
yeah,
fans of movies and horror movies, but they were fans
they're
of taking them to
extremists,
the next
man.
level.
Exactly, exactly, for sure, man. And they like you said, they were both huge fans. Quentin Tarantino is a major fan of film, period, every genre,
The guy who
and we
did
know Eli
Cannibal,
Roth is a huge fan.
Holocaust, Reggio Dodato he's in the second movie as one of the rich people.
Yeah, you had said that, yeah. Yeah, and obviously, we
His
know
name was
he's
the
a
Italian Cannibal.
yeah, and we know he's a huge fan of Ruggiero
Right,
because he did basically, like, his own version of Cannibal Holocaust
right,
with The
exactly.
Green Inferno years later, so it's funny that he actually brought him in for that, which that's another one we'll have to do at some point 'cause I've always been a fan of Green Inferno. I remember that, seeing trailers for that, and I was like, "Oh my god." He did Hostel and that like, the trailers for that made me think I'd already seen Cannibal Holocaust. I was like, "Holy shit, bro, this is gonna be the freakiest movie ever." It didn't really end up being that for me, um, when I first saw it, it was still freaky, but I definitely liked Hostel better than Green Inferno, always. But I do really love Green Inferno. Green Inferno is actually one of the weird ones where Shout Factory put a soundtrack CD with that one. Very
Yeah.
strange, and they've never done that before. Because I don't think, yeah, I don't got the slip with that. But dude, I love the characters in this. I love
Magnum
mostly it
PI.
sucks that he gets gone. He gets got first. Um, Ollie, I really liked Ollie, the king of the swing. Like the life of the party. I loved him. Then you get Josh, the kind of reserved guy that you know they're trying that has to get kind of dragged into
Yeah,
everything,
I said
kind
to
of be
myself,
talked into
this Josh
everything.
guy, yeah, he's either gonna be the last guy standing or the first one dead. And I was right, first
Well,
one
he
dead.
ends up being the second.
Second one dead,
Ollie's
yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Ollie's first. But and then Paxton, which I actually might have rather it been Josh to be the last guy. But maybe I don't know because I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it
not a
worked out
huge
the way
Jay
it did.
Hernandez fan. He's okay, but
Yeah, me either. That I mostly just know him from this, and then you get two hot girls, Svetlana and Natalia, which I think Natalia is hot as fuck. Um,
which one is the
and
one
they
he
meet.
runs over at the end? Does he run one of them over?
I think, yeah, he does. Um,
I don't forget which one it
doesn't he
was.
run them both over,
I think he only
or is
runs
it
one
just the
over.
one?
The
Maybe
one.
it might be the blonde. Might be the
Yeah.
blonde. I don't know. Maybe if two guns in here. See, I don't know.
I know he runs one of them over.
Yeah. Evan said the first one kind of gave me Texas Chainsaw Remake vibes. I'm not a big fan of torture genre either. We discussed this. This is not torture porn. This is not torture porn. That comes
No,
from the fucking pussies, man. That can't handle this. This is not that crazy, honestly, in my opinion.
no, it's not
Back in the
less.
day, it was a little bit. Like it was because this was so new, but this is not that crazy, man. And I do not think this is torture porn whatsoever, man. I would actually put like Videodrome or what was that other one I
Well, that's
said?
body horror. There's a difference.
Yeah, I guess so. But they have those scenes where they're like actually like there's sex scenes and they're actually being tortured. Like to me, that's torture porn. Like this is not torture porn at all. Obviously they are being tortured at times, but
Yes,
it's
to me,
not
I know
that
you'll get me on this, but yeah, because there's a few scenes where some of them do get tortured in this movie, and they're using
yes,
conventional
obviously, but
weapons and
it's not
drugs.
even that bad.
No, no. I would put Saw ahead of it. Some of the
They
Saw
don't
movies
really.
where the guy
Yeah,
has to
I would say the same.
where
Yeah,
the guy has to because the things in Saw are these whacked out contraptions that the guy comes up with.
yeah.
That's big difference.
One of the scenes that fucked me up in the first one was when the killer said the guy could get up and leave after slicing his Achilles, and he got up and that Achilles slicing that always fucked me up bad, bro. That that was the one. That was the only scene that always fucked me up bad in this movie. The rest never really bothered me as much, but that Achilles, I don't know what it is, but the Achilles one, oh, when you just see him just, you know what I mean? That fucked me up.
Well, that
And
and
it looks like it
the
fucked
eyeball
Evan.
scene at the end.
That one don't bother. That one definitely sucks too. But it's probably the cutting. But they don't even show it like happen. I don't. They doesn't show like the burning. They just show him do the
It's like,
cutting. But
dude, just fucking
the
wrap it up,
cutting is
man.
definitely
Wrap it
more
up.
funny.
Yeah, crazy.
Evan thought Jay Hernandez was the best out of those guys. Yeah, I mean he's good. He's definitely good. I mean he definitely deserves to be the lead. But I loved Ollie. I thought Ollie was funny.
The thing
He
is,
no those other two guys shouldn't have been the leads. That's why
yeah, I
Jay
mean, the
Hernandez
thing
was.
is, all those guys I
Oh,
hate to
he
say it, but
does.
I
He
mean,
runs them all over.
most of
He
those
runs
guys,
all
except
over
for
all of
like
them.
maybe the second guy there, they deserve what they got. They were jerks. They were assholes. They fucking the way they treated the women, shit like that. They
Yeah.
were, they were idiots. Ugly
Yeah, but they weren't
Americans.
that. Yeah, but
They
they weren't
were.
like
Yeah, they
they
were.
weren't that.
Yeah, they
Ollie
were.
was worse. They were not that bad,
Jay
man.
Hernandez.
They
Yeah,
didn't
they
deserve to
were.
be. They no. They did not deserve what they got,
They
man.
weren't fucking
Evan says they all got ran over, and Two Gun says that he ran over the one he banged, so that would have been Natalia. Jay smashed Natalia. I th Wait, did Jay smash no, he smashed the blonde one. Didn't Jay Hernandez smash the blonde one, or was it
I think so.
Natalia?
I don't
I
know.
think it was the blonde one. But yeah, this is definitely tame torture, man, for sure, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's I
The
mean, it's
eye
not
just
terrifying level stuff.
gross me out. Make That's what, dude. The eye just makes me laugh, man. Yeah, he
Yeah, I'm not
smashed the
sure
blonde
that
one.
I
Okay.
was she turning into a zombie? I'm not sure where the foam was coming from, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know. We've never had that happen to your eyes,
Right.
so you can't say. I'm sure it was more just for effect. But yeah, man, dude, I absolutely have always loved these movies. Christina, what's up? Um, I think it's tough, man. If I like this one or the second one better. I know Robbie says he likes the second one
I
better.
think and we could discuss I mean, we're discussing both. The second one kind of reinvents the movie. I like the first one better because I think it's a
I
straight
think I would say that too.
travel log, horror where these guys get caught up and get into a place where they can't get out of. And you kind of get an idea of what's going on, but they don't really spell it out and they don't spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah. Where the second one,
The
you already
second
know what's
one,
going
the
on.
second one is trying to devise a universe.
Yeah,
Like they're trying to come up with the rules for a future franchise.
yeah.
So they really go into depth on like those two guys
Trying
that I
to
don't that I
explaining a
don't
lot of
that I
stuff.
don't really give a shit about.
Yeah.
The two dudes and his buddy there.
The guys who's running it.
Right. They give me almost like a Westworld vibe where in
And then
Westworld,
and then the rich people that are bidding, they're all
right, the
like
bidding
showing how
on
the
it,
bidding happens, and you
which
know,
you're assuming that that's what's happening in the first one, but you're not seeing it.
yeah,
And
exactly.
it's the point, where I don't really care about those characters as much. I wanted to concentrate more on the women. And
Yeah,
I also get into the fact that basically it's kind of like it's just an inverse of the first movie with women characters standing in for the men characters with
right.
a lot more universe building. I don't dislike it. I thought it was all right, but I like the first one better.
I definitely love them both, but I would give the first one the edge for sure. Um,
I do like how
'Cause
they
I
the thing I like about the second movie is they did kind of like turn the tables a little bit where you expect the the tall balding guy, he was a real badass, and you think he's gonna be the torturer, and the other guy's like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't think I can do these backing out. He becomes the
yeah,
worst one, and the
he
other guy
becomes a
couldn't do it,
psycho.
and he wanted to leave.
I like that. And he was the one that brought him along, like the
Right,
goofy guy.
exactly. And they flipped the script on that. And the other thing, they did the same thing with the girl because at the
Always one
end,
of my favorite. Yeah,
the girl becomes a rich fuck, gets the tattoo, and fucking
yeah,
rips the guy's balls off and
yep,
feeds it to the dogs, which was a great
yep,
scene.
yeah. I
And then
always
she
love
goes
that.
after
And
the
then
other
gets
one
her,
that was a real,
yep,
she
then
goes after in the cloak and stuff.
gets her fucking just desserts, baby.
So I liked how
Yeah,
they
I
kind of
always
like
love
turned the
that.
tables and all that.
The second one has a better ending than the first one for sure.
Yeah, that's my only problem. The first one, I hated that ending
Yeah,
because I wanted to see the guy get 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 the pedophile idiot guy at the end, get him back in the bathroom, but taking his daughter and then going on the train with her and putting a hand over her mouth, like what the daughter didn't deserve that. And what are you gonna do? Like taking the kids by the worst thing you can do, because then they think you're a fucking problem. And
right.
the worst thing they commit is in the second movie, they figured all about that kid and you don't even know what happened there. He's back home and
Right.
they neglect the whole plot line. And then of course the guy buys it in the first 10 minutes of the movie, which
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled with
Which
either.
they don't even show. Evan just said, "You, we know how they killed Jay in the beginning of part two." They don't show him get killed. They just show his
The
decapitated
result. Right,
head.
the result.
Yeah,
And
they
they don't
just
show
show
the
his
head in
head
the
on the
box to the
table.
guy either. They bring his head to the big dude there,
Oh yeah, they don't show it. They bring the head to
but
the
they don't
guy,
show
and
it.
then it's just his decapitated body. They just show
Right.
his leftover body. Yeah, I guess then we really don't find out what
Exactly what
happened
happened to the
to
daughter, you don't
the
know. I mean,
daughter.
they just dropped the whole plot line. That when you see him in 2, he's in the hospital, and I
Yeah.
didn't like that because
Well, no, they make it seem like the hospital is a dream sequence in
no,
the
the
beginning of
hospital
part
really
two.
happened.
Well, I guess maybe it happened, and then he just wakes up. He's reliving that
I mean, they're just
dream.
saying what happened. They found a guy drowned in a toilet. It's assumed that he did die. He killed the guy and then took the guy's daughter, but you don't find
Yeah,
out what happened to her, and that's a big mistake.
right.
Like when he was waking up next to I thought he was waking up next to the daughter at the beginning of the next one. It's the guy's wife.
I think in that
So
scene was all
the ending I didn't like, but the
decapitated,
rest of the
like
first one I
Eli
liked.
Roth said. It's possible you probably could have. There's a decapitated head in Cabin Fever that is Eli Roth's head, so he could have possibly reused that head for that scene. Ending with the daughter is
The
not the
daughter's that
real
the
ending.
daughter
It
that
was
guy
the
who's the
deleted
torturer.
alternate ending.
He said all the time in the movie, "Oh, the only thing I live for is my girl, my girl. I wouldn't have had my girl." And at the end of the movie, he's bringing her to the bathroom, and then he goes and he walks her to the women's bathroom, leaves her, and then walks. He goes in the men bathroom, and then when he comes out
It's
of the
like
men's
that.
bathroom, he's that's the thing too. He comes out of the men's
That must have
bathroom.
been, what is that, the
See
fucking
the thing
uncut
that's not,
version, I'm
now that I'm
guessing?
thinking about, they did change things in the second one to to change the story because he goes in the bathroom and Jay Hernandez sees him go in, put the girl in the other bathroom. He takes the girl. Then the guy comes out of the bathroom. He's looking for his daughter. He goes over to the woman's thing. He says, "Where is she? Is she in there? Is she in there?" And then the next thing you see Jay Hernandez on the train with a daughter with the hand of her mouth, like he stole the daughter. Like they're gonna cover that in the next movie. He's not dead
What
because the guy comes
word?
out of the bathroom. But
I
then in
see.
the next
Just
movie,
remember him. I never remember that because
oh yeah,
I
and
just
then
remember
in
him
the next
going in the
movie,
stall,
no,
killing him, and
no,
then
he
just
doesn't kill
going
him.
on the
They
train.
do not show him killing him in the first movie. That's the flashback
Then
in
we must have
hospital
watched.
of the second movie. No,
You must
ask
have watched
ask
some
nope,
other cut, man. Because what Horde
ask
Film
Two
says
Gun. Two
that
Gun watched it
ending with
with
the
us.
daughter. All right, I heard you. That ending with the daughter is not the real ending. It was a deleted alternate ending. So we must have watched a different
No, no,
cut.
no. We watched it together.
I heard what you said. I'm saying, but we must have watched a different cut because there is an
Oh,
uncut version,
it's
and
possible.
then I can't find my fucking DVD, but there is an uncut, and then there's like an R-rated. But because I remember always him just killing him at the end, and then him just going on the train by himself. I That's why when you're talking about like him holding some chick
Hmm.
hostage, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never remember that.
Yeah, the daughter. So that's why it wasn't in the second one because it didn't happen in the first one.
Yeah,
That
because
must that
that
must be
must
the director's cut.
because or just yeah, the uncut. Yeah, I don't know. Like I literally never remembered that at all. But I haven't watched like any of the alternate footage or alternate
Yeah, that's the
like
one.
I
Yeah,
haven't
that's
seen
the one
any
we
of the.
watched. Yeah,
That's crazy because and I missed it. I wasn't paying attention to the ending because I was like in and out checking that UFC fight.
yeah, yeah. That was the one we watched.
Let me see if I can find that ending real quick.
Okay,
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. That's the director's cut ending because I see on YouTube, and
okay, so
it's
we
him
must
like
watch.
holding the little girl.
Yeah, okay.
But wait,
I
it was that
take it back.
fucking guy. He didn't even kill the guy.
Not in the original. Not in the director's cut. No.
That's weird. Because that's like the whole thing. He goes in there and kills him. But
Yeah.
where the
That.
fuck? I never. That's why I was like, what daughter, man? I never.
All right. So
Like, what?
I
Where did
rescind
his
my
daughter even
criticism.
come from?
Well, because he said all through the movie that he had a little girl that he lived for her.
Yeah, but it was like you never saw her like on the first, like
No,
on the
this must have
first
been a
way
director's
there.
cut. They added it back in, which leads me to believe. I think my guess would have been that the original plan was to have Jay Hernandez story continue in the second movie, and
Probably.
they changed their minds.
It might not have played as well like with other like with test screening or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen this ending before. I'm watching it on YouTube. I wish I was paying attention because I'd have been blown away, dude.
Yeah, that's the one we watched.
When you kept saying that, I was like, "What are you talking
See,
about,
I
dude?"
didn't know because I hadn't seen the movie in like 10
Yeah,
years,
you hadn't
so
seen it. This
I
is
forgot
crazy. Yeah, he doesn't even what?
he never kills the guy, no.
Literally.
He just
Yeah,
takes the
because in the
daughter and
other
goes off with her.
yeah, no, man. In the original, man, he just straight goes in there and fucking kills him in the bathroom stall. Like, what was the point of it? That's so stupid for him
Yeah,
to just do that.
that's why I said, it's like,
Now I see.
why would you do that? Because a dog doesn't deserve it, and what are you gonna do with the kid? Now you're a kid kidnapper. They
Exactly.
won't
Now
believe you.
yeah. Yeah, no, in the original, he literally just kills him and then he
I
just
can see why
goes
they cut that ending.
yeah, that is a terrible ending. Yeah, in the, original ending, he literally just goes and, like, fucking kills the fuck out of him in the stall. I forget what else he does. Um, he might even, like, fucking stab him in his dick or something, I forget, but I know he just fucks him up in the stall and then just literally goes on the train. Actually, here's the theatrical ending. There, let me see if I can't show it on here, I wish I could. Could I show it with no sound? Without getting
You could, but we
with
get the
no
idea.
sound?
But yeah,
Yeah, I'll just send it to you.
no,
I'll
that's
send
all
it
right.
to you.
I believe it. I'll watch it on YouTube. But yeah, that makes a
Yeah,
big
Imma just
difference.
send you the
Big
fucking clip,
difference.
motherfucker. Yeah, that's crazy. No, he, like, cuts his fingers off, actually.
Well, that makes sense
Wow.
because they did it to him.
Yep, yeah, he, like, takes a knife and cuts his finger off. Wow. Um, yeah, um, but yeah. So, overall, man, I definitely think the first one is really, really good, and, one of my favorite horror movies coming out of the like, early, mid-2000s. Um, I absolutely think it was fantastic, man, and, I get we're supposed to get, like, a TV show, because I thought the 3rd one was okay, I didn't hate it, I thought 3rd one takes place in Vegas, and they kinda go and 3rd one is kinda like they go a little bit different with it, because like, it's in Vegas, so they kinda get into some, like, betting and all this, so you'll have to check the 3rd one out, it's actually pretty good, but
Well,
and I like
yeah,
to try to do a little
it's
something
almost like John Wick to a certain level. Where in John Wick they have all these different areas that have the Illuminati or whatever they are. This is kind of like these hostels can be anywhere,
right.
and they have
Yeah,
one in like
and that's
any
kinda
city.
what and they do that, and then that's kinda what I like I actually a lot of people would hate on the 3rd one, but I actually always kinda like that one a lot.
I can see
Not
that's what
as
they're
good
gonna
as
do.
1 and 2.
Like in John Wick, you get the main character played by
Yeah.
the Ian guy there from Deadwood,
Oh, shit.
where
He
he's
actually gives them a
the main
he
dude.
gives
That's
them
what
a
they're gonna do with
swirly, dude.
Paul Giamatti's gonna play the character in the TV
Yeah.
show, supposedly.
I hope that maybe he, like, runs it, like, runs
That's
the
what I
whole
think is
thing
gonna
or something.
happen. And
He actually
maybe they'll show different areas.
yeah, I hope so. Jay Hernandez gives that dude a swirly and kills him, cuts his fingers off, and then he smashes his face in the toilet. He
Yeah,
just drowns him.
they already showed a snippet of that in the second one.
Wow. Um, yeah. So, overall, did you have anything else you wanted to say about the first one?
No, and really the
Favorite
second one
kill?
either. And I mean um
Favorite scene or something?
well, I mean probably as I said, the eyeball stuff is probably for me the
Eyeball.
grossest scene.
Mine would be the Achilles, even though it's, like, not my favorite, but that's the one that just has always stayed with me.
The scene where he gets his fingers cut and the guy kills himself with a with the chainsaw. That's pretty
That's
good.
a good that's a good one. Um, what would you rate it?
I'm gonna give the first one a 4.
First one 4? Yeah, I would probably give the first one like a first one probably get like a 4.6, 4.75. I love the first one. Um, so the second one, so the second one you'd never seen, correct? Before
No.
last night? Yeah. So, it kind of starts off like a straight up how the first one ends. It goes right into the second one and makes you kind of think that maybe you'll leave, like go right into Jay Hernandez. It'll be about Jay Hernandez again. Quickly, you find out that it's not going to be about Jay Hernandez because they fucking knock him off. And then you
It
go and
reminded me
follow
of
this
what
other
was the
group of
Friday the
three women.
13th movie where they kill off the girl?
It's just like that.
It's
It's
just
they
like
do
that.
that. It's like in every
When
regular
she
slasher movie
calls up
where
her
they
mother
kill
and you
off.
think she's gonna be the main person.
That's part two. Yeah, that's part
Yeah.
two. And then that's part three, I think, too. Where they do that in like every fucking slasher movie. They kill off the surviving victim in the next one. But yeah, that's Friday part two. Um, so yeah, that just shows another way that Eli Roth's a huge fucking fan of the horror genre. Um, but like I said, I do like that they kind of dive into different group of characters and it's girls and you can kind of see like what it's like for girls, a group of college girls to travel and like what they have to go through with these weird guys kind of like trying to fuck with them and like it just being um a tough, like how it can be kind of tough for girls, man, like in those type of scenes and like the party scene and all that where you just, you know, as we know, man, there's some fucking weird people out there, man. And I
Yeah, but
definitely
if you go to
feel for
someplace like
girls.
that,
Like
if you go,
my girl's was a bartender for a while. My mom's a bartender. My sister's bartender. And when these guys get drinks in them, bro, they say some off the wall,
yeah, but I
fucked
mean,
up shit.
if they're going to places like where they were going to, you got to expect you're going to see fucking weird people there.
Oh, for sure. But
It's
I'm
not
just
like the
saying, like,
neighborhood bar.
even no, it's definitely more upstaged in fucking these
Right.
places. But I'm saying, like, if you have a family member that's a bartender and they're a woman, ask them the type of shit that people
Oh
say
yeah,
to them
I
when
worked
they're
in
drunk.
bars. I know.
They,
Like,
dude, they say some of the most like you'd be like, you don't even know this person, and like they say shit that you wouldn't even say to your fucking closest
mhm.
fucking friend. Like so, but yeah, um, I definitely think the second one's great. There is that kind of annoying girl. Well, she's not really annoying, but she's more of like the girl that doesn't want to
The
have any
nerdy
fun,
girl. She's like the
the
other one.
nerdy girl, and she gets fucked up the most, man.
Yeah, I
Her the
know.
way
But
they
I
kill her is
wish.
crazy.
I
You
kind of
imagine having to
wish
do
though.
that scene?
I when I saw her, I kind of wished they were that the guy she was going with, the girlfriend told her not to go with.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish that ended up being like she's the only one to survive and he's a normal dude. I wish they
yeah.
had done that because that would have been
I know, but
unexpected.
I know for sure. Well, it was kind of because he seemed like kind of a nice guy at first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I like that they did that, but I like that they make the nicest like girl that didn't want to get into no trouble, didn't want to do nothing bad. She ends up getting killed the
Well,
worst,
I
man.
know.
So I do like that too, though, man. Like, and the way they kill her, man, is so fucking off the wall. And
Yeah,
the way,
you
like,
mean
I always just think of the way, like, being upside down like that. That would have been the worst day of filming of her fucking life.
the girl, the woman must have been a vampire. She liked the blood.
Yeah. Looks like Evan gave Hostel 1 a 4.5 and Two Gun gave Hostel 1 a 4.25 with the better ending.
Mm. As I said, I
Yeah,
think
oh
the
no,
best.
that's Randy's sister in the Scream franchise. I forgot about that. That was a good one. Um, but overall, so what did you think of part two being like your first time watch?
Well, as I said, I was pretty much the first. I would say fourth of the movie. I was a little disappointed because it starts off as basically just the inverse of the first one, where it's women
Yeah,
instead of men. But they do turn it around a little bit because I think they had enough surprises in it with the dudes kind of flip flopping roles, and then the girls kind of flip flopping roles, and the last girl becoming like one of you can't leave here unless you kill. And she goes, okay, no problem. She rips the guy's dick off, which was a terrible scene to see. Rips his dick off, feeds it to the dogs, and I love that because even they had all the big tall enforcer guys in the back, and the face on them when she rips the dick
Yeah.
off is still out.
And he's
They're like
like,
they couldn't
"Hey,
believe it.
don't feed that to my dog."
It's like, all right then. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
The guy goes, I'll pay you. And you can barely afford it with your second mortgage.
Yeah, right.
We're listening to her.
Your fucking friend's dead now, and he was paying for your way.
And
So
did
funny.
they kill
Yeah,
him?
because it's like
What happened to him?
they know
I think I
all
went to
about
get a
him.
drink and I missed it.
Which one? His
The the
friend?
the friend that did they kill him because he didn't want to do it? The one that was bad but then
Um,
turned good
yeah, yeah, they killed him.
because you
I
wouldn't kill
think they.
somebody and you have to kill somebody or you can't
Yeah,
leave.
yeah.
Which is good.
I
That's
forget.
interesting because then they have something on you, and that's why they
Yeah,
want you to do it.
yeah. They killed him. I kind of like the twist how the dude who
Yeah.
couldn't wait to kill the girl ended up pussing out, and then the one who was skeptical the whole time ends up being crazy. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Don't call me the
I
C
love that.
word.
Yeah, he
That makes
seemed to
me.
be like one of those guys that he's like sick of his wife treating him like shit,
Mm,
and then like his mother probably treated him like shit or something. Like just a fucking the biggest pussy. The guy in the office that gets picked on every day, and then he's the biggest fucking psychopath. But yeah, and I mean he was kind of stalking her the whole time, and yeah, I definitely because then they even bring back the guy who like ran the front desk too. So you get more of
I
like
think
you
you're
said, it's
right.
more of
Right.
a
I think
world building on this one.
that's the only part of the movie I didn't like because when I said that they were trying to create a franchise, it was obvious they were trying to do that because the whole scene where like they're at the party and then those two guys are with the girls they're gonna eventually they bought and eventually gonna
Yeah,
torture them with them then that goes against kind of like what the first movie did. The first movie is just like, you get put in a room with some random dude, you don't know who the fuck he is, he starts fucking killing you. That
right.
that was a lot more scarier than the way they set it up in the second movie. I didn't like that as much. I can see why they were doing it, but that's why I like the first movie better because it is
I got
like
you.
unknown.
I do.
What's
I definitely do like the first one better. I like them both a lot, but I do like the first one better. But yeah, the third one's definitely worth checking out too. Third one's worth checking out, I would say.
yeah, I probably will check that
It's
out.
actually it's hard to actually find on physical. The third one's a hard one to find for some reason. But actually 1 and 2 can be very hard to find because they were part of the
Did Eli
Weinstein.
Roth have anything to do with the third one or no? He probably produced it.
He might have produced it. I know, like, because he created, like, the characters in, like, that world. I think he just produced it, though.
That's why I couldn't understand the second one. In the
Scott
credits on the
Spiegel
second one, it
directed.
was like
It says
based
he's a
on
writer on it.
it says based on characters by Eli Roth in the second one, but yet he's the guy that wrote the second one. So why do you have to put on based by his characters?
I
Yeah, he
know.
wrote the movie.
I
That
don't
didn't make
know.
any sense.
I guess maybe because, like, he was trying to create a world, so
Usually they do
that's
that
probably
when they don't produce or direct a movie, but he directed it.
no, it might have been just because he's trying to get all the credits he can.
Right.
Especially because that was like the second or third thing he'd ever done.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, I think these movies definitely are
No,
underrated
the
as
third
hell,
one
dude.
was the last one. That was it.
Yep, yep,
Wow.
yep. Third one came out
I
in
have to get a box. I have to
2011.
look for. I have to look for a box set now. Damn you,
I
Dylan.
wish, I wish they had. I can't believe that like nobody has done a box set.
Well, my guess would be it would maybe was put out by a different company or something.
Um, I don't know. Well, because the first two I think are Weinstein. I don't know if they'll do
Weinstein was
2011
probably one of
anymore.
the guys in the cell.
Maybe.
Sick motherfucker.
Actually, yeah, it looks like the third one is a different company.
Yeah.
It's Sony, but like some RCR company. But yeah, the third one definitely is worth checking out. It's not bad by any means. I enjoy it. It's just definitely not as good as one and two, but it takes place in Vegas. And I liked it being set in like a different space. I like them like kind of establishing like that these uh fucking places can be everywhere in the world.
They do have a 1 and 2 pack, but no 3.
Yeah. I think I had gotten like I think I got the first one on DVD because it came with like the DVDs came with a shit ton of special
Oh,
features.
see
So
now there's an import one currently unavailable that has 1, 2, and 3 on it.
really, I had gotten one and two on Blu-ray, a double pack, and I think it's like Anchor or it's like Media Bay or some fucking shitty company. They're bare bones as fuck. And then that's why when I found a DVD copy of one because I wanted all the special features and the commentaries. I gotta find two on DVD, so because I want all the special features for that one too. But yeah, those can be actually. But I got a 2 pack of them really cheap. At one point, I was able to find Hostel 3, but I never picked it up. Damn, that 2 pack that I got for $5 is now 19.
Yeah, it's $18. Yeah, I saw that.
But wait,
I'll look at
is
Region 2. Region
Hostel
2, they might have something.
Hostel the director's cut? Oh, that's fucking yeah. I'm sure you can find it on Region B or
Well,
something.
we're waiting. So I'm gonna give the second one. I give the first a 4. I'm gonna give the second one a 3.5.
They do have a one, two, and three
Yeah, that's
Blu-ray,
the
but I think
import.
it's Region B. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
you'll have
and
to
it's
get
out of
that.
stock.
I'm
Maybe I
seeing
might I
it.
might I might be able to get it
Oh yeah, it is.
from
You could
Diabolic or
probably
somebody.
find. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm sure you can find that somewhere or on eBay.
Maybe I'll get a 4K
Well,
at some point.
dude, they need to do a box set. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So what did you say you gave part two?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5,
Three and a half. Whoa, that big of a Oh, you gave one a four,
4.
right? Two gun gave Hostel two a four. Hostel three, directed by Scott Spiegel. Yeah, correct. Which I don't think he's done nothing major. I want to say maybe he did that fucking one movie me and you didn't like. Um, he worked a lot with Sam Raimi.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did. He's
he's
involved in
acted
some of
in
the Evil
like
Dead movies.
yeah it shows he's acted in like he's Man on Balcony and Spider-Man 2, Souls of the Damned voice and Doctor Strange the Multiverse. It seems he's like good friends with Sam Raimi. Mourner at Death Feast at Drag Me to Hell. What has he directed? From Dusk Till Dawn 2. Oh, he did that Intruder movie that we didn't really like.
Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say I know I recognize his name. Um, so I gave Hostel 1 a 7, and Evan gave Hostel 2 a 4.5. What did you give the first Hostel, Ev? Four. Oh, so you give 1 and 2 both 4.5s. I gave 1 a 4.75. I'd probably give 2 a 4.5. Maybe a 4.25. I don't know. I'll go 4.5. I do like one. I like one a little bit better. So yeah, 4.75 for the first and uh 4.5 for the second. So I'd say like an average score of a 4.69, motherfucker. But yeah, man, I fucking love Eli Roth. I have not yet watched his Borderlands, but I've not heard many good things, and I don't really count that as his movie because that had a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and it seems like somehow he just got thrown in there on that. But he's done. I like that movie Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. Have you ever seen that one?
I
Or
no,
that?
why I saw it up on Tubi today. I was looking up on Tubi. I never heard of it.
Yeah, yeah. He's done a bunch of good stuff, man. Um, he has a very unique, um, like he did that house with the clock walls in it with Jack Black, which I really liked. Um, which is definitely like a kids movie and like kind of like a Goosebumps ish type like Magic Kids movie, which I thought was awesome. And I wish it got like a sequel. He was Sergeant Donnie Donovitz, aka the Bear Jew, and fucking Inglorious Bastards. So he's done a little acting. He's done some of those VR like horror movies. Um, Actually, I think he's done all three of those VR horror movies, like the Haunted House one, the Valentine's Day one, um, and obviously we all know him for doing Thanksgiving recently, which I absolutely fucking loved so much. He did that Death Wish remake with Bruce Willis, which I actually really enjoyed that. But he doesn't have a lot of movies that he's directed, but I like pretty much all of the ones he has done, honestly. The only one I can't say is Borderlands. But like I said,
I didn't watch that. Is it worth watching?
I don't know. Like I just said, I have not watched.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah. Um yeah, the bad Jew. He's so fucking good in that, man. Um so next week we got us a good one, man. This is one that Scarp had actually recently I'd always heard about, but I never watched. And Scarpad knows how much I love me like crime or like Italian mobster movies, and
It's definitely a
a
'90s
horror.
forgotten gem.
Definitely, dude. Definitely, this was one of my favorite like first time watches of the year that I was shown, and I was very happy that Scarpad sent me a copy of this for the stream, and I'm super happy that he showed that we watched this recently. Well, a few months back now, but we will be doing Innocent Blood next Sunday, 10:30
Yeah,
p.m. I'd say. Um, Movie directed by John John what the fuck American Werewolf director, American Werewolf in
yeah,
London director John what Landis, John Landis. But
yeah,
yeah,
and
think
written by David Chase, who created The Sopranos. So that's
that
why
makes so much sense. I
that's
did not
why that's
know
why you'll
that.
notice the Soprano esque mobsters in it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Right.
Wow. So, yeah, think
In
Sopranos
fact,
mixed
you'll
with,
see some
like,
Sopranos actors in that movie.
Dracula.
Yeah.
So, like, Dracula meets The Sopranos. Or no, it
Yeah.
says Michael Wolk as the writer.
Oh, I think Chase. I could have swore Chase was involved in it.
Let me see.
He's somewhere in there because I remember reading that he was involved in it.
Tom Savini's in it. Don Rickles.
But a great movie, and really, if you like The
Great movie.
Sopranos,
I mean, everybody fucking that, like, worked with David Chase is in that, but no, I'm not seeing him.
I'll have to double check because I know he was involved somehow. I thought.
He could have been, and maybe, like, he had a different name on it. I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to look, but I'm not seeing it.
Of course, guys have to look around. I'm not sure where and if it's streaming. It's cheap to buy on Blu-ray,
That's yeah. What is that?
but I'm not sure where it's streaming. It may be on Tubi. Let me look.
Um,
It's a hard one to find sometimes.
yeah, we'll have to watch that Unthinkable with Sam Jackson on Discord sometime.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's on Netflix, but Two Gun sent us both a copy. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. That one might be a tough one to find, honestly. But
No, I've
if
seen
not,
it.
we can. No, I'm talking about Innocent Blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
talking
could.
about.
Maybe we'll watch Innocent Blood on Discord this week.
Yeah, well, I'll probably, yeah, I can probably throw it up on Discord.
So
Let me
highly
just look.
recommend you guys. Yeah, it's you can rent it for $4 or you can buy it on digital for 10. But I would just
It
recommend buying
says
it on Blu-ray.
it's available to stream and download on Hoopla. If anybody uses Hoopla for comics.
Really? So
Yeah,
like you can watch movies on Hoopla
yeah, yeah.
because
They
it's like
stream
a
movies.
library.
Yeah, and you can download it to your phone. Yeah,
Really? I did not know that.
yeah. They have a very good selection up there in Hoopla.
Wow. Yeah, I don't see it on Tubi. Did they put it on
Yeah,
Shutter recently?
Sam Raimi's in it.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
The guy who played Polly Walnuts is in it.
Oh,
Tom
Innocent
Sa-
Blood is so
Tom
good too, Gun.
Tom
So
Savini's
good.
in it. Linnea Quigley's in it. Kim Coates from the Sons of
Oh,
Anarchy is
yeah,
in it.
Kim Coates.
Angela
Fucking
Bassett's in it.
Polly Walnuts.
Dario Argento plays a paramedic. Frank Oz plays a pathologist. So there's a lot of
Yeah,
little
just
cameos in it.
a lot of great
And
characters.
the main guy is Chaz Palminteri there from Bronx Tale, who is great.
Yep.
And a
Yeah,
guy
it
that
is.
and a guy that really should have been more popular than what he was, that Anthony LaPaglia. He's a great actor, and he really got no parts, which is
Yeah,
too bad.
right. Yeah,
He got stuff on TV, but
uh,
didn't get too many movies.
yeah. But yeah, if not, definitely go join
Yeah,
Scarpad's
too bad.
Discord server,
Go on
and
Hoopla.
I'm sure he'll be doing it.
Yeah, I'll probably stream it during the
Yeah,
week this week. Yeah.
but yeah, that's good to know. I didn't even know that about Hoopla. I always just thought you just for comics. I wonder if that's
Uh,
something new.
no, the Hoopla does comics, books, audiobooks,
Oh, now I see movies.
and movies.
The
Yeah.
movies tab. That is crazy. I wonder how like they figure what you can watch while they have the Speak No Evil movie on there. I wonder how they figure like what you can watch.
You download it, and I think you get it for like 7 days
I
or
know,
something.
but it's like how do they get the rights to those movies? Like what do they figure that they can get that?
They just get the rights. Yeah, it's all from the public library. So I think Hoopla you do need a library card for still, I believe.
I don't even see Innocent Blood on Hoopla.
It
You
said
sure
on
about that?
it said in the thing it was. Man, I had to look.
Did you look it up? Yeah, I looked it up. I don't
I
see
went
it.
to the TV time and looked it
I
up,
say
and it said it was on there.
I don't know. But yeah, so Innocent Blood next Sunday. And Scarpad, you got anything going on you want to throw out there before we get out of here, brother?
I got a few movies I'm going to show off real quick.
Go ahead.
And yeah, these are stuff I picked up and got this week. Show them real quick. Got Creature, which is a kind of like an
That's
Italian
sweet.
alien knockoff of Klaus Kinski. These were on sale during the last Vinegar Syndrome sale, so picked up.
Fucking awesome.
You know, I didn't really care for this. I picked up the steelbook of The Ones Who Live.
I knew you
We
would.
reviewed that. Torso,
Nice.
love that cover.
Yeah, me too.
Number 15 in the Kino Cult series, Antichrist, which is a Italian exorcist.
Hmm.
The classic 1974 Night Beast, or actually 82. Look at that.
His hair, hands tear through your flesh like bone.
Extra
Extra.
3.
Oh, Extra 3.
Yeah, this one's supposed to be the most goriest one. It's hard to find, too. This was a Vinegar Syndrome, was out of print. I picked it up.
Oh, Vinegar Syndrome.
Another Vinegar Syndrome, Mutant War.
You got
Uh,
Extra 3 from Vinegar Syndrome
yes,
or off
yeah.
eBay?
Oh, Vinegar Syndrome, yeah.
You said it was out of print.
Well, yeah, they were doing a going out of print sale.
Gotcha.
These are all going out of print. Mutant War, and on the back you got this Battle of the Lost Planet. And then finally, I didn't show these, but I got this is the Steelbook on Dracula. Alec Rock's cover. And then the Frankenstein one. Real
I
fire.
want those so bad, man. I love the Alex Ross covers.
And that's it.
You got the Mummy one coming at some point too, don't you?
Yeah, that comes out like later this month, I think.
Nice.
Those things
I
are
didn't get
grossly
this.
overpriced. Oh yeah.
I got this, but that's it. I should have my Friday
Is that a
13th
Steelbook?
Arrow. Yes, Steelbook. I haven't opened it.
I don't think I didn't order that because I bought the 4K from overseas.
Yeah,
And
I
I
didn't need
haven't
it.
gotten it
This
yet.
doesn't. I don't think this needs a 4K because the way it's
Yeah.
shot. And I wanted a Steelbook that had this cover. I love this.
Yeah, I got the one I got is a medium
I haven't
book.
opened it, but it has some. It has
There must
like
be a book or something in there
I don't know.
because that's
It's
more than just the
limited
box.
edition collectibles. It looks like maybe like a car hang, like a something. Maybe some graphic cards or something.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
There might be a little book in here too.
Open it.
Sadly, there's no there's a commentary with the no, I don't need to open it yet. I don't have protectors like you.
Just open it. It'll be fine.
I don't have protectors like you.
Limited edition
I'll open it.
collectibles inside.
I'll open it another time. Commentary, yeah, I don't give a fuck about the collectibles, honestly. But I want to order some of those things because my steelbooks keep getting scratched up and from just sitting on the shelf.
Right.
It's super annoying. But it has a commentary with the guy who plays Jack Delroy. I was really hoping there was a commentary with the directors. I wanted them to like kind of talk about the stuff more going into the Jack Delroy stuff, you know, that they didn't kind of touch on, like with the Illuminati type shit or whatever, the cult stuff. There is a Q&A with the directors. There is a Q&A though with the directors. There's commentary with Jack Delroy, Q&A with directors, and behind the scenes of Late Night with the Devil Knows.
Yeah, I think the protectors are like $20 when you get 20 of them.
Yeah. I bet you there's no book in here. It's probably just a couple lobby cards, and it looks like a fucking one of those fucking air fresheners for your car. It looks like an air freshener.
I wonder what that thing smells like. It smells like the devil.
Ass.
Oh,
the devil's ass.
Smells like
but
ass.
I did get a really cool Halloween air freshener, and it's like the knife going through the pumpkin, and I've had that. It smelled for like one day. It was like cinnamon, but I just love it. So I have it sitting. I've had that
smell like the devil's ass.
Sadly though, the fucking sun is fucking trying to fucking shade like fade the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I need to, man. I just am super fucking broke, bro. Super fucking broke. More broke than I've ever fucking been. I've like literally more broke than I've ever been in my life. It's tough times. It's tough times. Yeah, Scarpad's got a black pussy, so he's booming in the money. He's turning tricks with that black pussy.
Leave my kitty alone.
Hey, you're the one turning her out. But yeah, so next Sunday, Innocent Blood. As always, man, hope you guys have a great week. As always, check Scarpad out on Discord. He's always doing a movie. I'd say like every night. If not, he's doing something on there. If not, check Jigs' out because he's always doing something. All the guys are always on there. So, as always, thanks for coming and hanging out, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.